Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Sharonda Grant. I've been thinking about doing a podcast for If You're Strong Enough to Be a Woman, You're Strong Enough to Be a Cop for a very long time, just to inspire women to join the law enforcement profession. That is something that's extremely important to me, but then also to encourage women who are already a part of the sisterhood to stay the course. I've been a part of law enforcement for 21 and a half years, and so I understand the challenges that we face, being a woman and being an African-American woman. I've definitely have experienced some challenges throughout my career. However, I've had more ups than I've had downs, and I'm very fortunate for that. And so that's why I always believe it's extremely important to encourage us and this profession to stay the course and to continue forward. So those of you who know me, you're probably like, well, Sharonda, what prompted you to make a video? Why do you want to do a podcast or anything of that nature? And so what prompted me to wanting to create this podcast was the conversation that I had with a young woman last week who is in the beginning stages of her career as a law enforcement officer. And she asked me, she was like, Captain, what did you do to assist you in your success throughout your career? And I told her, I was like, look, if I told you all of the experiences and everything that I've gone through, it would really literally take us several days, a non-stop conversation. But I'm going to leave you with a few nuggets that I believe will assist you in your career. First things first, come to work to work. That's the most important part of any job, any career, anywhere. Come to work to work. Your job is your job. Your career is your career. It's not a playground. Come to work to handle your business. So I began my career as a police aide, which is an intern, a paid intern, with my respective law enforcement agency at the age of 18. I was very fortunate to be able to work with a group of individuals who wanted me to succeed. One of those individuals in particular, her name is Cassandra Legal. She really took me under her wing and was constantly dropping nuggets of advice. She was like, these are the things that you need to know. This is going to help you succeed. This is going to help you, grow in your career. One of her rules of the game was basically to protect my reputation. Make sure that you protect your reputation, right? So ensuring that when you come to work, you handle your business, and that you want your supervisors to see you and know you, and to link your name with someone who is credible, someone who is intelligent, knowledgeable of the job, and gets things done. You do not want your name to be linked with someone who is lazy, who is not dependable. You don't want that. You want to protect your reputation. And something that is extremely key as it relates to protecting your reputation that she told me was to not sleep around on the job. So you don't want your name to be labeled as, who you slept with. You want your name to be labeled with what you know and that you know how to get things done the right way. Reputation is key. Reputation is key. For me, that's how I was very successful. At least that's how I look at it, right? So just being able to, for me, when I became a police officer, I worked a lot of overtime, right? So I was constantly at work, working, for officers who wanted to take the day off, signing up for different deployment opportunities, whatever it was. When it came to work, I was there, because I knew that I wanted to learn as much as I could, as fast as I could. And I didn't want to be afraid. I didn't want to be, one of those officers who had 10 years on the job, but really had no experience, really couldn't, give you any clarity on how to handle situations or assignments. That's not what I wanted for my career. I wanted to be knowledgeable. I really wanted to know what I was doing. And so I found that by working a variety of hours, on a consistent, regular basis, learning how to handle, domestic calls, learning how to handle thefts, a variety of felony investigations, whatever it was, burglaries, drug dealing, whatever it was. I wanted just to have a large scope of experience under my belt so that I, in my opinion, could be extremely valuable. Not being afraid, not shying away from getting the work done, doing the work, and and just handling business. So another nugget was to allow myself to make mistakes. So I am my own worst critic, right? I hate making mistakes, but over the course of my career, I understand that I've learned more through making mistakes than I have through, my success. And so just understanding that you're going to make mistakes, allow yourself to make a mistake, but try not to make the same mistake twice. And allowing yourself to to learn, and don't beat yourself up too much. Don't break yourself down when you make that mistake, because the world is going to break you down enough. And so you got to build yourself up. So allow yourself, just give yourself some cushion. Next one is listen to people who have your best interest in heart. That's extremely important. Knowing who you can trust on the job. And sometimes you're not going to know right away. So you got to pay attention to people and how people move. If somebody is always that person that's always talking and gossiping, you don't want to go talk to that person. You want to keep that strictly professional, strictly business, right? Don't go telling all your business to people. Don't do it. Okay. Find people that you can trust who have your best interests in heart, who want to see you succeed. Gravitate towards those individuals and create and build a network of people that you can trust, right? It doesn't have to be a large scope of individuals, just be a handful of people who will guide you in the right direction as relates to your career, as relates to different assignments that you're tasked with handling, different scenes, different investigations, people who have done the work already, who have the experience, who know how to get things done, who have that good reputation, and be able to count on them. But then also make sure that they're able to count on you for things as well. And then you want to make sure that you are paying that forward. So not just, reaching out to these people and gaining a wealth of knowledge and understanding on how to do the job and just honing it in for yourself, but also paying it forward for that next woman that comes after you, assisting her in her career and her advancement. That is what matters. So build that network of trust, people that you look up to, people who are going to lead you in the right direction, who want what's best for you, but then also make sure that you pay that forward to the next female, the next woman that comes after you. Ensure that you are grounded in something. God has brought me through a lot of situations throughout the course of my career. Without God, I don't know that I would be here still. So I'm very blessed and fortunate, because in law enforcement, you're going to see some things that nobody should ever have to see. You're going to go to some assignments. You're going to experience some things that you never thought that you would have to experience. But I've had God to hold on to get me through those very difficult times. And, whether it's on the street or whether it's internally, you're going to go through something. So ensure that you have something that you can depend on, some kind of faith, something that's going to keep you grounded. But then also ensuring that you have people that you can trust, that you can talk to. And if you need to get counseling for whatever it is that you are experiencing, do it. It's going to only assist you in the long run, because sometimes this career can be extremely demanding. So just make sure that you have something that you can hold on to that's going to get you through that dark point and that dark moment in your career. The next thing that I'll leave you with is this is a calling. You are not just doing this job for you. You're not doing this job for your ego. You're not doing this job for the paycheck. You're doing this job for the people who are dependent on you. And that is our community. When you take this oath when you answer the call, that you're not answering the call just for yourself. You're doing it for people who need you. So just please make sure that you keep that in the back of your mind. It's not about you when you put that uniform on. It's about others. And so I could keep going, but that's all I got for today. So make sure that you just stay tuned what we are going to be doing. We, as it relates to women in law enforcement, over the course of the next couple of weeks. So we'll continue this going. Please give me some feedback, some things that you like for me to discuss. I do look forward to having some people join this podcast, so it's not just my face out here and my opinion and my experiences, but so that you can also hear from the experiences of others who've done the work. So make sure that you check out the website rather. We are strong enough. If you're strong enough to be a woman, you're strong enough to be a cop. Always remember that you can do this job and we need you. All right. Peace out. Sharonda G.